students, welcome to your chemistry classmate. In today's session, we shall practice about one important topic from the inorganic chemistry, which is coordination compounds. So, I would like to explain directly from the textbook what I have. So, I hope you will get the wonderful experience in this way. So, observe here. We shall do few questions in this session, and as per your interest and as per your comments, will continue in the next video also. So look at the first question. So as per my textbook, it is the 14th question. So I choose some questions which is helpful to you. So that is why observe carefully. IUPAC name of K3AlC2O4 taken thrice is called. It is a very simple based on the IUPAC nomenclature. So if you observe this C2O4, you know that is oxalate ion. It present 3 times. So definitely trioxalato or trisoxalato. So generally it is the bidentate. As per that you can take trisoxalato. So which is the appropriate option? See there. So in the case of first one, what they given, potassium alumino-oxalato, that is wrong. Potassium aluminum 3 trioxalato, wrong. So what is the next one? Potassium trioxalato aluminate 3. So instead of this is the best one, because potassium trisoxalato aluminate 3, because you know oxidation number of C2O4 is -2, so 3 times -6, so K3Al. So you know potassium +1, automatically this is +3, so definitely aluminate 3. So which is the best option here? You can take this one. Is it clear? Look at the next question. The hypothetical complex chloro diaqua triamino cobalt 3 chloride can be represented as. So in this question, IUPAC name given, just you have to identify the compound. Observe here. In this, one important point is all are chloro. So in the coordination sphere, more number of ligands are there. So chloro diaqua triamino. So 3 amines, 3 ammoniums, and water and chloro. So which is the suitable one? See there. Finally, if you observe that, see, definitely outside of the coordination sphere we required chloride. Is it okay? Chloride. In which case outside chloride is there? 2 cases. First case and fourth case. Now inside of the coordination sphere, 1 chlorine only there. That is why which is the best option here? You can take the first one. Is it clear? Look at the next question. IUPAC name of some compound given, again complex compound. So what is the compound? Observe here. PT NH3 3 times, Br NO2 Cl. So NH3 is a ligand, Br ligand, NO2 ligand, and Cl ligand, and one Cl present as outside as a primary suffix, primary valency. So what is the appropriate name you will get here? See there, every place ammonia is there, bromine is there, nitro is there, chlorine is there. So here one small logic is you must be apply the alphabetical order. While writing the IUPAC name, you must be apply the alphabetical order. So as per alphabetical order, which is present, see there. First one, it is triamino chloro bromo. Chlorine after bromine coming, that is why it is wrong. Second one, triamino bromo trichloro platinum 3 chloride. Is it correct? So this is also here missing. So exactly not in the alphabetical order. If you observe the third one, triamino bromo chloro nitro platinum 4 chloride. Yes, this is correct. So all the cases platinum 4 only given. That is why you need not identify the oxidation number. Otherwise, if they are asking any oxidation number based on the question oxidation number, what is the procedure you have to apply? PT NH3. You know NH3 is the neutral. That is why 0. Bromine it is -1, nitro it is also -1, Cl -1, and outside Cl this is -1, -1, -1, -1, -1, so -4 automatically this is +4. So that is the way to identification of the oxidation number. If they are not giving the oxidation number, we have to identify in that way. Next, look at the next question. Next question is the atomic number of copper is 29. Its EAN is effective atomic number. So if you observe that effective atomic number, EAN equal to, what is the formula? Atomic number of the central atom. What is that? 29 minus its charge. Charge is 2 plus number of electrons coming from the corresponding ligand. So here ligand is NH3, 4 pairs are coming, that means 8. So what will get here? 29 minus 2 plus 8, nothing but will get 35. So what is the answer now? 35. Is it clear? Right. Look at the next question. The number of unpaired electrons in the complex ion. So CO F6 given. So if you observe that CO F6 minus 3. So cobalt atomic number is 27 minus 3. So what is the oxidation number of cobalt here? Plus 3, because x minus 6 equal to minus 3, automatically x minus 6 equal to minus 3, x equal to plus 3. Is it okay? So cobalt plus 3. So what is the cobalt? Originally cobalt configuration is what? Argon 4s2 3d7, but here 3 electrons are lost. That is why what we can take? Argon 4s0 3d6. So 3d6 nothing but, if you take the configuration 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now how many unpaired electrons are there? 4 unpaired electrons are there. Is it okay? Now that is why what is our answer here? B. Is it okay? Next, look at the next question. The oxidation number of Pt in some compound given. See there, Pt, platinum C2H4 and Cl3 minus. So this we don't know, that is we can take as X. It is neutral compound, C2H4 0, this is minus 1. So X plus 0 minus 3 equal to minus 1, then X equal to plus 2. Is it clear? So then what is our answer now? Plus 2. Is it okay? Right. Look at the next question. Among the following ions, which one has the highest paramagnetism? So if you want to identify the paramagnetic nature, first identify the number of unpaired electrons. Is it okay? Number of unpaired electrons. So if you take the first option, see all the cases water present as a ligand 6. Okay, octahedral complexes. So what is the oxidation number of chromium here? Plus 3. Originally what is the chromium configuration? Argon 4s1 3d5. Okay, but here plus 3 nothing but we can take argon 4s0 3d3, because we have to remove the 5 electrons from here 1, from here 2. Now this is the configuration. Now here how many unpaired electrons are there in 3d? So 3 are unpaired only. 3 are unpaired only. Now in the second option, see there, FeH2O6 plus 2, that means Fe plus 2. So Fe plus 2. What is the original atomic number and what is the configuration of the Fe? Argon 4s2 3d6, because 26. But here 2 electrons are lost. That is why argon 4s0 3d6. So 3d6 nothing but we can take configuration like this: 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Now observe here 4 unpaired electrons are there. 4 unpaired electrons are there. Is it okay? Now next one is what? Cu plus 2. Cu plus 2. So Cu configuration is originally argon 4s1 3d10, but here plus 2, that means 4s0 3d9. 3d9 nothing but how many unpaired electrons will get? 1 unpaired electron will get here. After that Zn, next one is what it is? Zn plus 2. Is it okay? Zn plus 2. So Zn plus 2 originally configuration is argon 4s2 3d10. Now after removing 2 electrons, it is argon 4s0 3d10. So here there is no unpaired electrons, so 0 unpaired electrons. Is it okay? Now in which case more number of unpaired electrons are will get? Fe plus 2. That is why we will get the paramagnetism more in the case of this complex, highest paramagnetism. Is it clear? Right. Look at the next question. Next one, see there, which one of the following is expected to be paramagnetic complex? Again the same model question they asked. Here also same. If you identify the number of unpaired electrons, so in the case of nickel, Ni plus 2, if you take that argon, so you will get argon 4s0 3d8 will get. So you will get 2 unpaired electrons. In the case of nickel carbonyl, NiCO4, in this case you know that in the carbonyls oxidation number of the metal is 0. That is why you can get 4s2 3d8 as it easily. Next, in the case of Zn NH3 taken 4 times, what it is Zn plus 2. So Zn plus 2 configuration, what will get here? Argon 4s0 3d10. Is it okay? Now here 0 ampere. Now in the case of last CO NH3 6, CO NH3 6, will it exist this compound CO NH3 6 times? Is it possible? So it is not possible. CO NH3 6 does not exist. So now among these 4 options, which is the best one? So nickel. So that is why this will be show that paramagnetic complex because of unpaired electrons. Remaining cases unpaired electrons are not present. Very simple logic. Is it clear? Again in the next question also almost the same. The compound which does not show the paramagnetism is. So observe here. Here also, if you take the CuNH3 4 times Cl2 complex, copper will get Cu plus 2. So Cu plus 2, what is the configuration will get here? Argon 4s1 3d10 is the copper configuration. So if you remove one electron from 4s and one electron from 3d, so 4s0 3d9. Okay, this is the configuration of Cu plus 2. Is it okay? Next one is AgNH3 taken to a Cl. So silver, silver atomic number is 47. As per the given complex, what is the silver charge plus 1? That means Ag plus. So what is the configuration we get here? Krypton 4d10 5s1 is the configuration of silver. But if you remove electron, so krypton 4d10. So here there is no unpaired electron. If you observe the third option, NO, so 7 electrons, here 8 electrons, so total 15 electrons. So odd number of electrons. As per the MO theory, if you write the configuration, what will get here? Sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, sigma 2s2, sigma star 2s2. Okay, sigma 2pz2 pi 2px2 equal to pi 2py2, and next one is pi star 2px1 equal to pi star 2py0. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 14 plus 1. So here unpaired electron is there. Automatically it shows paramagnetic nature because bond order equal to half into number of bonding electrons minus number of anti-bonding electrons. Is it clear? So as per the configuration from the MO theory, it is clear that it is also paramagnetism. NO2. So NO2 also, if you count the number of electrons, 7 plus 16, what will get here? 23. Is it okay? So this is also odd number. Definitely here also will get the unpaired electrons. So among all, in which case you are not getting any unpaired electron? In the case of Ag. Is it okay? So that is why this is the paramagnetic. It is not showing the paramagnetic nature. Similarly, next question also same method, but it is a somewhat different one. Among NiCO4, NiCN4 minus 2 and NiCl4 minus 2, which is paramagnetic, which is diamagnetic, they asked. So here also same point you have to apply. Suppose if you take the nickel, it means nickel carbonyl, NiCO4. So here what is the configuration you get? Argon 4s2 3d8. But because of the strong ligand nature, it will be regrouping takes place. That means will you get any unpaired electrons here? Definitely no. Similarly, in the case of NiCN4 minus 2, NiCN4 minus 2 nothing but here what is the charge you get? Cyanide charge is minus 1. This is X, that is why X plus 4 into minus 1 equal to minus 2, then X equal to plus 2. So Ni plus 2, what will get here? Argon 4s2 3d8 is the original nickel configuration. But here if you remove 2 electrons, argon 4s0 3d8. But because of the strongest ligand nature, regrouping takes place. Here also you will not get any unpairs. But in the case of next one is there NiCl4 minus 2. This is minus 1, again this is X. So X plus 4 into minus 1 equal to minus 2, then X equal to plus 2. So here also will get the same configuration. But here will you get the regrouping the electrons here? No, because this is weak ligand. Definitely here unpaired electrons are present in the 3d8. That is why it is showing somewhat paramagnetic, remaining 2 are diamagnetic. Is it clear? then what is our suitable answer here? So this one. So NiCO4 and NiCN4 minus 2 are the diamagnetic, and NiCl4 minus 2 are the paramagnetic. Is it clear? So this is one of the new way I try to explain to you, because I would like to explain more and more questions and more models to you people. So we will meet again in the next video with a few more questions. So by that time, please watch it, please share it and subscribe it, and give your valuable comments. Thank you.